Not be today, me, I know the fear failure. Not be today, person don't fail. And you fail, you stand up again, dust yourself, and like, okay, oh. No, let me tell you why you think strawberries are not sweet. Only this is grade 3, mother.
Hello everyone. It's your favorite food dealer again, David.
This same thing is going to reach 35,000 soon. Yeah, my name is David Ezenyekwe. I'm the founder of Cheap Market Deals. Cheap Market Deals is basically playing around the agri space. We're involved in the agri system of Nigeria from farming, and most recently we've just diverted into manufacturing. We've been around since 2017, and we've been involved in one form of agriculture from one state in Nigeria down to so many countries in Africa. Cheap Market Deal also has been involved in training over 35,000 farmers, and most recently we have pivoted into processing of food, e-commerce fully, and manufacturing. Honestly, I just wanted everything to. Okay, it's from a personal experience. I grew up in a community. As a child growing up, I didn't have the best of the best you could call life. There were days I could go hungry, and it has always been a case for me where I go to the market and I say things are expensive, and I want to say, okay, how can we get this thing more affordable to the average Nigerian family? And so cheap market deal was better, and the name cheap market deal came from, okay, it's cheap and affordable. So it's affordable, it's a market, and it's a deal. And so that name just basically just came. So if you look at the context of buying in the Nigerian space, the Nigerian space is always looking out for just pricing alone. And so at cheap market deal, we're not just offering you pricing, right? We are offering you quality. I give you an example. If you know how these foods, the process, the coming and the steps, you prefer to do with cheap market deal. A lot of people don't even know where most of the foods they consume is coming from. Most people don't even know the states down, like let's say yam. They don't even know where the yams they eat is coming from. So what is making cheap market deal unique is we're not just providing food at an affordable rate. We'd like to brag that we get most of our stuffs from the farmers directly, and in situations where we can't get it directly from the farmer, we are also getting it from the closest level to the farmer. Probably in most situations, maybe security reasons, or we're just getting a step away from the farmer. So it is an ideal deal, if there's a permission to use that word, because everything is sourced directly from the farm and at a farm gate price. We work with farmers across 27 states in Nigeria, spread across different value chain. I'm telling you, rice, beans, onions, tomato, pepper, whatever you're talking about, strawberries, apple, every value chain we play around farmers in that space. So that's just basically where we are. Cheap market, when we started cheap market, for me personally, cheap market was started to solve families. Okay. So it's a B2C model, business to consumer. But along the line, some businesses, yes, wanted to buy, you won't stop them. But cheap market basically is targeted towards families, which is the final end consumer. We want to reduce as much as to the barest minimum intermediaries that it takes to get these foods across to Nigerians, because the problem is for every intermediary this thing goes through, there's always a price added. So I give you an instance. Between the farmer and you that is buying, it takes 40% in price differentiation to arrive to you, and the quality drops by 40%, and there's an increase of 40% pricing. So cheap market is trying to reduce to the barest minimum the amount of intermediaries it will take for you to get this food. We're talking about maybe 1 or 2 intermediaries maximum, not the one that will go through these maybe 7, 8 intermediaries before it gets to you. So cheap market is targeted towards families, primarily small scale buyers. It's more problematic, but that is how we designed it to. For you to get across to cheap market deal purchase any product you want, cheap market deal has a web platform and an app in development. www.cheapmarketdeals, that's the cheap market deal with an S, cheapmarketdeals.com, and you could go there. So the platform is divided into two. We have the retail segment and we have the wholesale segment. So for the retail segment, we deliver to over 200 locations across Nigeria. I don't think any business does that currently in Nigeria. We are the only ones that can deliver to 200 locations across Nigeria on food. Also, for the wholesale, we deliver to more than 28 or 30 locations currently in Nigeria. And so for you, you have to factor it. There's micro wholesale, there's micro retail, there's a macro retail, and all of them. Cheap market deal is able to cater to all segment of buyers, be you a wholesaler, be you a retailer. So cheap market appeals to all. However, primarily we are designed to cater to small buyers, where with your minimum 50,000 naira, or maybe imagine, we have 20,000, what can I buy? I show you some orders. You see orders, people buy 1 kg of beans, 1 kg of rice, 1 kg of onions, and by the cheap market just delivers it. And there's someone that come and buy 20 bags of beans, 30 bags of rice, 30 bags of onions. Cheap market deal delivers to all. The part of embracing technology I spoke about earlier on was simple. The first client of cheap market deal came from WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a technology. It's a social technology platform. First thing, there was a broadcast. Oh, like, get your cheap Benue yams. And then it was like 35,400 pieces. And that time in Asaba, they were selling yams 80,400 pieces. So that's like 50,000 naira difference. Like, get it for 30,000 naira with delivery to Ipuzo Junction. Simple. That was the technology we were. So some of the mistakes we discovered that just normal chatting on WhatsApp is not enough. You have to build technology infrastructure that can support this thing. So your WhatsApp groups, Telegram. After a while, you discover these things cannot support this thing, because at the end of the WhatsApp group is the day someone sees you join your chats, it doesn't see the chat history. We had to introduce a website. Now the unique thing about website is someone could shop at any time of the day. So if you go to cheapmarketdeals.com, even if you're outside Nigeria, I'm talking about Lebanon, Nigeria, US, Kenya, Ghana, Europe, Asia, on cheapmarketdeals.com, you could buy food and pay in your own local currency. So let me say what I mean. So it means that if you're in Europe, that uses euros, and you want to buy, let's say, 2 bags of beans from cheapmarketdeals.com, you can pay with your Euro card on the platform. It accepts. It supports all the internationally accepted currencies worldwide. It also supports any country. Now that's an infrastructure we've built, technology. So we've seen our sales tripling in a month because of embracing technology. Another thing again is cheap market deal. Another technology we're embracing is the use of mobile apps. We're designing an app that will be out in about just a short while from now, and it will be ready for you to use. So these are technological things that you have to embrace. We're looking at logistics. I tell you, cheap market deal is one of the few, if there is any other, that you can buy something on retail and you track it real time. Cheap market is also one of the few platforms in Nigeria currently that you could buy food and there's cross-state delivery within 3 to 5 days. This didn't come from you woke up one day and you start doing it. This came from a point of you sat down, saw a technology, saw a problem, married it together, and built it. So this technology has not been perfect. But again, I don't believe in perfection as an individual. I believe in you working towards perfection. So issues come up, we'll go back, sit down. I remember sometimes I'll be awake 2 a.m. in the night and platform is down and everybody's typing computer. And I'm not a developer, but I just understand what I'm doing or what I'm looking for. And so the whole development team will be on live call. Sometimes customers will call and we'll patch in the call and we are listening. Okay, this. And that's just how it is. So technology has been an enabler for us. Currently, we pivoted into processing. People wanted convenience in shopping. Let's start from there. A lot of people were like, okay, your products are good, but we wanted in smaller bits. Well, I cannot finish 1 bag of beans. I cannot finish this one. People wanted smaller bits, convenience in shopping. And so cheap market deal, we sat behind. I was like, okay, what do? We start to add value. Because we're looking at a situation where reducing post-harvest losses, work in line of the sustainable development goals, and ensuring that there is zero hunger among Nigerians. So what we did at Cheap Market Deal is we sat down and we set up a facility in Delta State, Asaba precisely, where we could one, not just package foods that come from the north, but also package foods that come from southern region of Nigeria. So behind me, this facility you're seeing was built from the scratch in Delta State. And so what we wanted to achieve with this thing was processing food and offering smaller bites or bits of food and offering convenience to the average Nigerian family. The factory is a fully automated factory, of about 70 to 80% automation in the factory. First off, the factory is run on 24,800 watts of solar energy daily. So which means we generate solar energy from our factory is run on solar 100%. We run it off grid. We are backed up by a 2 units of 15 kilowatt hour lithium batteries and a whole lot of the technologies. Currently in this facility, we have capacity to produce about 58 different types of agricultural products, quite a wide variety, and it's been operational for 2 months. In the first 6 weeks of running this factory, we were able to do more than 5 trailers of food. This factory has a capacity to run more than 30 tons of food daily. And so this is just one of the phases. And this factory is just in phase 1. We've not even looked at phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. From this facility in Asaba, it's just one of the 7 we've planned. First off, I'll just say something. Most when people look at agribusiness or food business, they're like, what will you bring from the north? Nobody's looking at what will you bring from the south to the north. In this facility, let me just give you a sample. This is abacha. Yeah, this is what people call African salad. Yeah, but of course it's abacha. It was done in this facility. And so, if you want to buy abacha, you don't need to worry about buying big chunks of abacha. You can look at buying it smaller chunks. The same thing goes for gari. Convenience. So when you're looking at someone, that's why we say cheap market is designed to run from business to consumer. You're looking at a family of, let's say, 2, 3 that are looking at, okay, we have 50,000, what can we buy a cheap market deal? So we're looking at abacha, gari, what's it called? Small things, bits, and you can get your food at cheap market deals. So for we now at cheap market deal, this is just one of the things why we set up this facility in Asaba. Because Asaba is central to logistics in any part of Nigeria, and that's what we are doing at cheap market deal.